If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe.
This week I'm bringing back the Spider Foes, led by Green Goblin. We've got Carnage, Mysterio, Kraven, Lizard, and as my sixth person, I'm bringing in Nebula. I thought she might work very well since this is going to be a mission where people are going to be grabbing the infected civilians. She's going to have a very target-rich environment for assassination, and that could be a lot of fun, a lot of rerolls there. So all in all, this is a team I started last week. I'm hoping to do better with them this week. I didn't get the rules down very well. Just trying to study up a little bit, and I think it'll do better this week. My team tactics are the Grand Illusion, Red Room Training, Carnage Rules, Fearful Symmetry, and Blind Obsession. So the big one here that I'm looking forward to is Fearful Symmetry. That's the one that allows me, if I can KO Spider-Man with Kraven, then he gets to turn into that Spider-Man. So in this case, I'd be the Amazing Spider-Man, which would be fun as heck. Not sure how that's going to work with Green Goblin, but I don't care. We're going to try it anyways. The other cards, they're just useful to kind of manipulate in the battlefield. The one gives Carnage a fourth attack. That's never a bad thing. All in all, we'll see how it goes. Web Warriors are always difficult to play. All those rerolls they get for defense are obnoxious. I think overall I brought a good team tactics, so hopefully we'll find out and we'll see what happens.
Today I'm playing the Web Warriors with Miles as the leader, the Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, Black Cat, and Venom. We decided to do a Web Warriors versus Spider Foes game. It just seemed like a box that needed to be checked. We haven't played those two since the new Spider Foes characters came out, and with the Amazing Spider-Man, we just thought we just need to do it, so it should be fun. My team tactic cards are all webbed up, Spider Tracker, the Cat and the Spider, Aunt May's Wheat Cakes, and Lethal Protector. I'm really looking forward to hopefully playing all these cards. I really hope I get that chance, and especially all webbed up is just super useful, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, this is my chance to redeem myself from last game.
Good luck, Andy.
Thank you. No Bob this time. Bob was my bane. I messed up more rules with him than anybody else combined. In fact, I don't think I really messed up anybody else's rules. Bob's comments are not pretty, but I do appreciate them.
We do, because that's how we learn.
That's how we learn. So, All right. I believe I got priority. Thank goodness. Yeah, because I have more people than you, which means I probably won't be going first again. Just moving Lizard up to grab that infected and get incinerated by that fiery portal, because that's always good times. But yeah, I'm bringing back mostly the same team from last week. I switched out Bob for Nebula because I'm way more comfortable playing her.
Yeah, Nebula can be fierce. All right, there's Miles.
Yeah, now, which leadership are you playing this game?
Okay, I am playing Miles's leadership, so that's the reroll.
Yeah, the defense reroll. Mm-hmm. That's annoying. That's actually why I brought Nebula.
Well, I was afraid that with this particular one, I might be low on power, and with the Amazing Spider-Man, you have to pay a power for his leadership, so went with Miles this time.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive this time with Mysterio myself. He did not really get a whole lot of action last game. And when he did, you just negated his biggest ability, which is Mystic 5 defense on everything, including dodges.
Wow, that taco truck is really trapped in there.
It has to be protected, Nikki.
All right, the Amazing Spider-Man. Peter Parker there.
Is he amazing?
He is.
Oh.
It's quite amazing.
He is quite. He's amazingly hard to hurt. That's what's amazing about him. Especially with Miles, his leadership ability kicked in.
So he just picked up a citizen.
An infected one.
Infected.
Yeah. Honestly, again, he's the reason why I brought Nebula, because I needed that assassin reroll.
And I moved him to the middle just because he is a little more... He's harder to kill than most.
And I think we should actually kind of bring up, too, this is a Nemesis, or Archnemesis game. Green Goblin and Carnage have Nemesis on your side, which is Peter Parker, or Spider-Man, Peter Parker, actually. It is Peter Parker, and Eddie Brock.
Yes.
So even though you brought Amazing, he's still my arch nemesis.
And there's your favorite.
Carnage in his gory glory. Yeah, I love Carnage. He's a fun guy.
Okay, Daredevil. I always like him. He's fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, luckily, most of your people are physical attacks. All right, speaking of attacks, here's the first one.
Because why not?
Yep.
Okay, Baton Hook. And that's a range 4 attack.
It pushes me, yeah. It pushes.
Yeah, I can push him towards me on a wild, I believe.
Yep.
So that's also pretty cool.
Poor Lizard. He gets so abused in this game.
I just got him off that objective, so that's always fun.
All right, so I am going now with Green Goblin, and we talked about this. We understand it just might go off just a little bit from the top.
It's really hard to say. It doesn't. I mean,
a little bit.
That's why Andy had the because I was like, is it overhanging? He's like, I don't know. So we don't think it is. I guess there could be an argument. I mean, from that angle, it kind of looked like it was slightly.
But we acknowledge that if something gets thrown, it's going to hit the taco truck.
So, Black Cat. I really like playing her.
She is really frustrating to play against. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about her. I knew Troublemaker was going to be annoying, but that combined with just everything else she can do, she's a very good character.
Okay, so I wanted to see if I was close enough to do anything, which I wasn't, so I decided to move her back just outside of 3. But then Andy's like, well, he can't get you anyway because...
Yeah, you're too close to Peter Parker.
Peter Parker was there, so he'd have to attack Peter Parker first anyway.
So that's one of the Arch Nemesis rules, that if I start within 3 of my Arch Nemesis, which is Peter Parker, I have to do... My first action has to be to attack him. Now, my second action is mine to do what I want, but... Nebula. There she goes. And I knew this wasn't going to do too much, but I thought, let's start this out just a little bit fun. Maybe plink off a damage, because every little damage helps. So energy pistol at Spider-Man. I mean, not bad roll. And my assassin reroll right there. Did not do anything, so...
Definitely worth a shot, though.
Definitely worth a shot. I thought I was going to at least do one to you, but no. Alas, it was not to be.
Okay. Venom. And I really enjoyed Venom during this game. Actually, I haven't played him since, I mean, it's been forever.
It's been a while,
It's been since we first started playing, and I think I only played him one time, but I forgot a lot of what he can do, so I didn't play him the best, but I did enjoy it.
I thought you did well. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of things you messed up.
I went back towards the end of the game. I was like, oh, I could have done this and all that, but oh well. Okay, symbiote tendrils.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
Oh, lizard.
See what I mean? Poor lizard. He's just getting beaten right off the bit to get go. And didn't block any of that. Luckily, I have a thick hide.
So 4, but 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm bleeding.
There's your guy, too. You like Kraven.
Kraven the Hunter is very cool. Yeah, he's super awesome. And I brought Dark Symmetry, so that's the card that works really well against Peter if I can take him out. And we'll explain that one if it happens. But good game. First round, 3-3. I missed out on that last portal. But that's just the way it rolls. Round 2. So we do the infected rolls first. Since you have priority, you rolled first.
So Miles is going to be moved. Peter Parker is going to be moved.
Yeah, I guess I thought you had more people, but you don't. Or more people with infected.
Well, I only have 2.
I'm the one that had 3. I don't know if that was the best move for Peter. There was a reason I did that. We'll find out in a little bit. And then my rolls for Mysterio, yes. God, that sucks. Lizard. And Carnage. Thank goodness no Carnage. I just knew Nicky was going to do that to me. He's already a slow mover. I mean, come on, in a little base.
Sorry.
He wants to play. Yet you won't let him. And then Lizard, of course, gets thrown in the mix of all that.
He's in timeout, Andy.
He is in timeout. Right.
Yeah, I wanted Lizard up there so I could make mischief. I think it's Venom that's going to make mischief, right? Oh, no, it's Miles.
It's Miles, yeah.
It's Miles.
Because this threw me off. Because we were kept on discussing, so did you move? No, you're not going to move. You're just going to do a normal webline kick. I mean, who just does a normal webline kick, Nikki?
Well, I had to build up some power, Andy. Okay, so looks like you took 1.
I took 1, yeah.
Okay, now I'm doing the web swing. And then that will add 2 dice to my webline kick.
And you missed the wild on that last one.
Yeah, I didn't get a wild. I was hoping I would. Still possible in this one. So if I get a wild, I could... Oh, look at that. Yeah. A wild. I can throw him.
Man, I was not saving it all. Lizard just was doomed this round.
So you took 2, I think.
Yeah, thrown into that.
1 because of his skin. And,
yeah.
And now you're getting thrown.
Yep. Somewhere out there, Magneto just got 1 power. And I dropped my infected civilian. That he was safe keeping, folks.
And Miles already had 1, which is why I put him by Daredevil.
Right. So, we're just again pointing out I have to attack with Archnemesis. So, Green Goblin versus Amazing Spider-Man. Pumpkin Bombs. Normally this would not be as great, but it's awesome when you have Archnemesis rules in play. With Spider-Man's 50 million saving throws. Alright, so the one thing that's really cool about Archnemesis is it does allow you to reroll skulls.
That is cool.
So, 4 hits there. Now...
Okay, so now the Amazing Spider-Man rerolls.
And this is Mastered Spider Senses, I think it's called.
I think so. Yes, Master Spider Senses. Okay, and then his I didn't need. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
So I get the leadership,
and
Miles leadership reroll.
And that's what we're just discussing.
Yeah. Andy's like, wait, no, you don't get to do that. I'm like, yeah, I do.
I was more like I was hoping you didn't get to do that. So you're incinerated now from the last attack. I believe I know you're incinerated.
Yeah, I'm incinerated.
And now I'm poisoning you with that wild. I'm just going to add up all the... I'm going to put every condition I can on you in this game. I mean, that's the thing, too. When you're going against Amazing Spider-Man, especially in Web Warriors, you just got to chip away. You can hope for that great attack that's going to wipe him out in 1 or 2 hits, but rarely happens. So you just kind of have to chip away. So hit and run. Did not want you retaliating against Green Goblin just yet. So he's going over to that portal to grab that point, hopefully, this round.
All right. Peter wants to move back over there where all the action is.
Here, take all your tokens with you.
My giant
your giant pile
of tokens. So what's next, Peter? What's next? All webbed up.
Now, we play this one, we think, wrong. Or I told her wrong. I told her Carnage, since he couldn't be seen, was not affected by it. We have now believed that he should have been. So that's my apology to you. But Kraven, Nebula, and Green Goblin all got hit by this.
So they get slow if you're within 3 of who plays the card. They get a slow. And then anyone who attacks them during that round gets 2 extra dice.
Which is, why you're rolling all those. This is just a normal spider strike. But
I believe it's anyone, or is it just Amazing Spider-Man?
No, it's anyone.
Okay. It's been a few days since we've played this. Oh, so you were attacking Daredevil, and so I used lethal protector with Venom.
See, I didn't really care. This was just as good to me, because my arch nemesis is Eddie Brock.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I was just trying to protect Daredevil.
And you don't get all those insane rerolls. You get 1, but not all the insanity that everyone else on your team, well, Peter gets. So you took 2, and you're bleeding. So this is a retaliation. So many snacks. So this is Venom, people, not Carnage at this point.
So I took 1?
I took 1.
You took 1.
I took 1.
Yep.
So now I'm attacking again with the symbiote tendrils. This time directly on Venom. Again, that skull means nothing at this point. I get to reroll it because he's an arch nemesis. Not super, but it works. Now I'm playing Carnage rules. Now this allows me to pull someone short and then attack one more time with the symbiote tendrils. I'm hoping I can daze you at this point. I've hurt you pretty badly, and you are bleeding. We're both bleeding, actually, from each other's attacks, which I think is kind of cool.
There's some sort of justice in that.
There is. Thank God for that arch nemesis reroll. But you really, that's going to be hard to get there. That was a great block.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I blocked
3. Yeah.
Took 1.
Took 1.
Still, it's 1.
Like I said, chipping away.
All right, Daredevil. So going towards attacking Craven, I do get 2 extra dice because Craven's slow
And
from all webbed up.
Because Daredevil is a web warrior. Nice roll.
4, you blocked.
1. So here's my crit. And then I get the Calypso Elixir reroll for defense. No
So
good.
3 damage.
3D. Yeah, that was a good hit. And that does daze me. And now you're going against Nebula, who is also all webbed up.
1, 2, 3, 4. You've blocked 1 so far.
I also need to apologize. They're all incinerated.
That's right.
Everyone,
Andy,
Craven and Nebula.
This is a theme throughout the game. Andy forgets that he's incinerated.
She didn't remind me.
Well, I'm busy thinking about my stuff.
I certainly remember when you're incinerated.
You sure do. All right, Nebula's attacking Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
Looks like.
yeah. So, I'm sorry, Nebula was not incinerated, but Craven was incinerated.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
I rolled too many dice with Craven. So yeah, now I'm really again hoping for that assassin ability to kick in to really hurt Peter.
So far, nothing.
Yeah, so frustrating going against Peter Parker. Or the Amazing Spider-Man. Alright. You get one more reroll. Finally, 1. All that, 1 die. Nikki's like, why did round 2 take forever? Because of Amazing Spider-Man. That's why.
It really did feel like it took forever.
This is a shock sword assault. I figure if anything, I'll shock you. Make you lose 1 damage.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good. There's 2. Nice. Yeah, that was defense. So 3, which finally dazes him. Good gosh. And then we pre-measured, and that's where I decided to put that infected. It's a good spot for him or her.
Okay, so moving Venom. Hey, guys. You dazed my friend.
That tongue, yeah.
I don't know.
That's great.
They're not really friends, are they?
No. If you had brought the card, they could be uneasy allies, though.
I don't think you can use uneasy allies.
Oh, that's
with
right.
Amazing Spider-Man.
You are absolutely correct. I assume they're gonna ear at that card someday, but that makes no sense. That Amazing Spider-Man would not be.
Okay, so attack a Green Goblin with We Are Venom, and I'm hoping to repair some of my damage here. Is that the one that you?
That is the one that does it. We Are Venom. For every damage you get, you also get a health back. That's not a great roll, Nikki. You obviously do not want much health back.
I know. I was like, this sucks while I was playing.
Yeah.
So 1 damage.
1 damage. You get 1 health back. Congratulations. You're welcome.
I'm gonna throw a card at you. Don't be sassy.
That's a little bit of a hissy fit there, Ruth.
Fine, I'm throwing a car at you.
And you dazed Nebula.
That's what you get.
Yeah. So, Mysterio late for the party again.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hey guys. It's cool. I'm here. What I miss? Everyone getting dazed, Mysterio. That's what you missed.
He's probably glad he missed that.
Probably, yeah. So I just realized what Black Cat reminds me of now with this pose. It reminds me of Splash Dance.
You mean Flash Dance?
Flash Dance, yeah. Flash Dance, sorry.
Okay, so she's moving over there, and she's going to use her special skill, Cat Burglar, to, borrow. I think we'll call it borrow and not steal.
So you pushed him back. He finally gets that, but they're like, yoink, thank you. And he's like, what?
And then she's going to go over by that last portal.
With the song, Oh, What a Feeling, playing in the background, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness.
here go those infected rolls. So I do have priority this round. And Carnage gets moved back, which is most unfortunate.
For you.
Right.
Black Cat does not get moved. Miles does. Daredevil doesn't.
So I'm going to throw Miles right in front of Carnage.
He's not scared.
He should be.
Bring it.
He should be. All right, so Blind Obsession onto Craven there. So my Blind Obsession is going to be Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. This is very much a Hail Mary round for him. I also put Expert Tracker on Spider-Man. It's going to allow me to roll 3 extra dice, all in all. 2 for the Obsession, Blind Obsession, and then 1 for Expert Tracker. I am trying to pull off the Dark Symmetry card here, which means I have to have Craven take out KO Spider-Man this round. And I am going to try my darndest to make that happen.
And if that happens, he gets to be Spider-Man.
I turn into the Amazing Spider-Man. I get his card. Yeah, it's really cool. I basically get all his abilities. I basically become the Spider-Man for the rest of the game. You are making this difficult to do, Nikki.
So I took 1.
You took 1. Spear Thrust, I add 2 dice to this on top of everything because of the Gukuri Strike. So that was a great roll for the most part. I really need you to bomb this, though. The problem with Blind Obsession is as long as you're alive now, I get 2 less defense dice against everybody else.
So I took 3 there, I
Took
think.
3, so not enough. So I had 2 power left over. I just put Corner the Beast, which means if you move, you'll take a damage.
You know, that sounded so cool, Andy. I almost wish you'd pulled it off. Almost.
You should have let me do it, Nikki. You should have bombed your rolls on purpose. I'm sure our audience would have loved to have seen that.
Okay, whatever a spider can on Mysterio. I was hoping I'd get a wild...
And she removed my smoke and mirrors illusion, so...
Yes.
So 1 dice for defense.
So that
was so mean.
Was that 4 or 3 damage you got?
You did 4. Yeah, you did 4 damage. And yeah, not nearly enough. He is he's KO or dazed. So now Green Goblin's going after Spider-Man. My hope here is to be able to finish him off with Archnemesis. Since Expert Tracker is on, I do get an extra dice. And I do get to reroll those dice. Come on. All right, not bad. 4 dice, 4 damage so far. You're only blocking 1. Yes. Yes. There's so little you can do here, even if you roll. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is Amazing Spider-Man out of the game? Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. But why wouldn't you let me do that with Craven? All right, so now I'm going... I don't know if this was the right move. She was incinerated, which is the only reason I did it. So this is...
Well, why wouldn't you do it?
I know.
She's on that objective. Why not?
Correct.
So she took 3?
Took 3, yeah. Not nearly enough, unfortunately.
All right, Miles, what can you do? He's going to do a web swing. And I was kind of like later in the game wishing I'd put him up closer to that objective. At the time, I was just trying to kind of, I thought, you know, everything would be okay. I was keeping him safe. And he's going to go for Nebula, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was convinced you were going to go for Craven.
Well, she hasn't gone, and she can be dangerous.
Stop using tactics like against me.
Okay, web line kick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've blocked 1. So you took 4.
Took 4. And she only has 5 on this side.
Dang.
How dare you? That was yeah. I knew she was out. So she's KO'd from the game. So you're barely on any energy there with, or any stamina there on Venom. I was hoping to use Nebula to do this, but you forced my hand, and now I have to use Lizard. So I am going to use an attack that is way too much power to be using on somebody with like 1 stamina left. But I needed to make sure you went down. So
I had 1 or 2.
You actually, I think you had more than 2.
I think I had 2 left.
So cold-blooded. Not bad.
I've blocked 2 so far. So I've got 2 damage so far. Right? 1,
right.
2, 3, 4.
Because you are incinerated.
Oh.
3. Yeah. So you took 1 damage there. Yeah. That's which forced me to throw Daredevil at him.
And that finally did it.
Yeah, that finally did it. Well, we're about to see what finally did it, but yeah.
Got ahead of myself.
Yeah. That was it, though. 1 damage. That's all I needed. And that dazed Venom. Which I love how you just, like, you spring up out of the way as Daredevil.
Well, I needed someone on that objective, and I hadn't moved Miles close enough. So Daredevil needed to go over there. So versus Kraven. Strike. Well, that was depressing.
Yeah, and since I lost my blind obsession, I get all my dice.
So no damage.
No damage. Here comes Venom. I'm sorry, Carnage. I keep on saying that. Carnage.
What do you think you're doing, Andy? Are you going towards my precious black cat?
I'm being sneaky, yes.
Just stay away.
She's poisoned. She's incinerated from the last Green Goblin attack. She's a ripe target. What can I say? Dare I say, is she helpless? Nay.
No.
Nay. She is never helpless, actually, unfortunately. As we can see right there, how helpless she is. Whoopsie. So, but do you notice how the bus door is now wide open, Nikki?
Oh no. Stay away from those children. Okay, Troublemaker. Wow.
This is so annoying.
That was a terrible roll, but you're staggered.
You're staggered. No matter what, you're staggered, and then you remove poison. Yeah, that was a good roll. So wow, you scored 4 points. I scored 2. I'm hoping for a big round next round. That I need it, but I am slowly whittling you away, which is good. All right, I'm behind big time now, and I need to have a really great round here. So, luckily, did not get moved with my spider infected. Unfortunately, neither did Nikki. So, I'm going to start out with Mysterio here, and he's going to play the Grand Illusion, which is a really cool card. Cost 4. But basically, with anybody from her team that's within 3 of him, when you get a critical, I can turn it into a skull. So you don't get the crit, you don't roll an extra dice, and it turns into a skull. So that's a pretty sweet ability of his.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
So I am doing Curtain Call on Venom. And this one will cause a stagger, which is pretty, again, good. Notice how Nikki did not roll any crits here.
So I took, how many did I take? 4?
Yeah. So here is just hypnosis gas. And you took 1 from that. Again, rolled no crits. So I moved you forward using hypnosis gas so I could make sure that you're around friends who want to hug you. So you did remove stagger.
Okay, we are Venom on Craven. Again, I'm hoping to remove some damage. Not so great. Not great at all. Are you gonna hug me now?
Yes. With a pumpkin bomb. Oh, but first you throw me, yeah.
As one does.
So, guess who should have been incinerated again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why
that
it was...
doesn't go for your dodge, right?
No,
So,
yeah, doesn't matter.
But, yeah.
It was only Craven. I remembered for everybody else. Alright, so now I'm going with Carnage, and he needs to get rid of his Archnemesis once and for all. So, symbiote tendrils. Nikki forgot that I could do this with Archnemesis.
What are you doing?
Yeah, she's like, why?
This is not fair.
You're my Archnemesis? So, 1 damage so far, and you do get your reroll here for being a web warrior. Should have taken out Miles much sooner.
We must be like...
We're discussing that. Yeah, because you're like, how did you reroll all your dice?
You weirdly didn't attack Miles very much.
He was not in a good...
I don't even know if you did at all.
Yeah, I was going to. He was just in a bad spot. So Venom is gone. Carnage paints the town red, gets all of his health back, and he's going after Black Cat now.
Miles was exactly where I wanted him to be, Andy.
He was very Gandalf. So, so symbiote tendrils on her, and again, that's because of Paint the Town Red that allows me to do this. Only 1 damage though, so disappointing. But at least she's bleeding now.
And Venom is gone.
Venom is gone. Everybody's on fire basically at this point.
Pretty much. Okay, Miles is going to use Web Swing. I love Miles. Have I mentioned how much I love Miles?
No.
It's just awesome.
Miles is a jerk.
No, he's not.
He's attacking the poor lizard.
Are you serious right now?
Yes.
All right, so he adds 2 dice to Webline Kick.
You moved him specifically to get out of Mysterio's range here. So
Also, I wanted him over there by that objective. 1, 2. Did you block any?
No, and then you kicked me into that.
Yeah, the wild. And I think that destroyed the car.
It did destroy the car. And then you Venom blasted me. I am incinerated, so that's why I'm rolling fewer dice here.
How many is that?
Too many. You KO'd me.
I KO'd him,
you KO'd me. And caused a lot of collateral damage over there. I hope you have enough allowance to pay for that.
Oh, that was you that picked that up. You should have moved first.
Yeah, that was my bad. So yeah. I moved, I picked up. That should have been the order. And then she played. I told her I was going to attack, but before I did anything, she's like, "Spider Tracker." I had forgotten she had this card, and I didn't even know what it did. Luckily, Spear Thrust is a range 3, so you're still within range of that. Annoyingly, but now you're out of the bubble again. And this is not as good of an attack.
So 1.
Yeah, blink. Your blink counts as defense. So here's the Black Cat who should have been... My goodness, she survived way longer than she had any right to do.
She's done well. Good job, Black Cat.
So I'm going to give her a surprise here. This is Trick or Treat from Green Goblin. Range 4, cost I think 3 or 4. And it basically causes that to collide with her. Now, you shouldn't have been able to count that crit. But I think you still had 2 defense. Or 2 block, I should say. And it's only a strength 2 attack. So she moved up. Green Goblin's going to move up now.
Stalker.
He's just trying to get points at this point.
Likely story.
I am still slowed. And I'm going to throw a bomb. Doesn't matter. My goodness. I guess he basically gave up at this point. And all you have to do, since she is healthy, is move up Daredevil. You annihilated me this game. Really good job.
Well, I don't know if I'd say annihilated.
Well, the score says otherwise. But no, really good job. Good game.
Good game. Well, that was fun.
I guess it depends how you define fun, Nikki. So, fun for you, not for me. No, that was actually fun. I had fun. Yeah. I learned a lot from this game for the Web Warriors. Spider Foes. And the Web Warriors, actually. You played them really well. So.
Well, thank you. I think I was saying Venom, I forgot a lot of what he could do, and later on in the game, I was like, oh, I could have done that, and I could have done that, but it'd been so long since I played him, and I was really focused. And then I forgot Witty Banter. Yep. I forgot that a few times, and then I thought of it once, but it wouldn't have done any good, so.
Yeah. But overall, yeah. I mean, you played Miles really, really well.
I loved Miles. He was just, I think, definitely maybe MVP, because I kept being able to move him where he needed to go. He did what he needed to do, and you were focused on the Amazing Spider-Man, so.
Because he's so obnoxious. Plus, I mean, that was one of the things, part of the reason we brought this mission together was people wanted to see us play the Archnemesis rules. Mm-hmm. So, Goblin versus Peter Parker, and then Carnage versus.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it became so good that I was a little bit lost when I couldn't use those abilities against other people. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And then it's also bad because I had a major advantage, and it didn't translate as well as I felt like it should have. Having said that, whenever Peter gets to reroll 70 million dice every time you attack him, it's bound to take a little bit longer to take him out. So I don't know if it's worth not attacking him then. I don't know. But what fun is that? Why would you play an Archnemesis game and not let them play with each other? So
I don't know, Andy.
But on that, like I said, I definitely want to try them again. I feel like I've gotten better. I want to be better with Spider Foes. We are talking about maybe going up against the Defenders next. Don't know yet. We haven't figured that one out just yet. But I think one more game with the Spider Foes, and then Nikki will be playing somebody else.
Or I could play the Spider Foes.
You could. Hey, that would be a fun game. Yeah. And then they've got the mini extravaganza missions coming up. So that might be something fun to try with whoever we decide to play. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out over the weekend. In the meantime, any other thoughts on the game?
I don't think so. I think, it was good. I had a good time. It didn't feel like the score reflected what I thought was going on in the game. So
yeah, me too. I guess that's what threw me off. I thought I had one more round, and we got to the end of round 4, and I'm like, I lost. So
yeah, and usually you're better at keeping up with that. I'm the one that's usually taken off guard, but
I think you wore me down with all those rerolls. That's basically it.
Yeah.
So all right, well, until the next time, I know we messed up a few rules. I did. I missed Incinerate quite a few times. That was my bad. I think I messed up all webbed up. Overall, though, I thought we did pretty good.
No, I mean, it was just Carnage.
Yeah.
He was within 3.
He was within 3.
But Andy thought since there was a bus there,
and he was technically not visible,
that I couldn't see him, so he couldn't beat. But then, we checked with someone, and they're like, yes.
Yes. So you were wrong, Andy. But no, it was a good game. And I'm, you know, that was really a challenge to play against, and I'm looking forward to a rematch one of these days.
Yeah, yeah.
Until then, I hope everyone's having, again, we're getting into the summer, into the fall now, though it doesn't feel like it yet.
It should be fall.
So
It really needs to be.
it really does. I hope everyone's doing well, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.